Hello, ladies.
Hello,
Or should I say hello,
lady.
queens?
Hello, queen.
Okay.
Yes.
How's everybody doing?
Good.
I am doing great. I'm so excited to speak to you about this film, Soweto Love Story.
Yes.
And correct me if I'm wrong, this is your first Netflix original?
For everybody at this table.
Mm-hmm. It hasn't? It isn't?
We have some second graders at the table.
Okay, cool. Across the board for being back on the Netflix platform, I'd like to give a round of applause. Thank you. Welcome back. And I wanted to start with a very interesting quote that I found from someone here on this panel. If you can guess and if you know yourself, just let me know. It says, "There's simply no space for fear when you are aware of your nobility. Own your magnitude." Guess who said that?
Who cares? With her
That was you.
Okay.
That's a powerful quote, ma'am. Did you steal it? Is
I
it
did.
yours?
It's mine.
It's yours. Where does it come from?
It comes from life experience.
Mhm.
And it comes from just having grown up feeling like my voice was silenced as a young girl, and growing into my womanhood knowing that I have a voice, I can express it, I have gifts and talents, and I should share it. That's part of my purpose.
Do you share the same sentiments from that quote? Mm-hmm. How far does that sharing go? Do you also feel like there was a time in your life where it wasn't working out and you had to push through that barrier, or were you just like confident from the start and so you are confident now?
I think as artists, we are constantly fighting that battle of wanting to push ourselves all the time, because we are faced with different challenges, both personally and at work. So we are constantly just pushing ourselves.
What do you think?
Maybe in a similar vein, I think for me it was just being an artistic child was a challenge, and being an autistic black child was even a more challenge. So maybe not so much being unaware of what I'm capable of and what I have to offer, but it is cementing myself in that so that other people can actually just accept it. You know what I mean? So yes, I resonate with that in that sense that, like, for me it was, I know who I am and I know what I have, but somebody in this room is not seeing that.
Whoever it is, out.
Out.
Yeah, out. Okay. I'm glad that you do. And there's something that I think all of your characters resonated with in this film. I think all of you contribute to this film musically somehow and in some way. You were singing. You are a singer. You switched off some music when you felt like, oh no, that's too soppy. I'm a hard girl. I don't listen to that. And you contributed with some original music to the film. And I'm curious, does your love for music extend beyond your characters? Are you musical in real life, or can you just sing a young note in the shower when no one is there?
Oh, no, not me.
No?
I only sing in the shower.
In the shower. Acoustics are great there, by the way. So it's a win-win.
For me, music chose me. My entire family sings, and it's so funny that you bring this up, and I appreciate it. It shows that you've actually done your research. My grandfather, my late grandfather, rest his soul, said one day you will be asked about this. Sihle, don't lie and say you started singing at church. You did not start singing at church.
Yeah.
You will say this: my grandfather sings, my mother sings,
Yes.
my aunt sings, my uncle sings.
Better sing.
Sihle
Yes,
sings.
you better sing. Yes, better sing it.
I don't know. What I do know is I can hold a note. Okay, if you need support. If you need support, I can hold. Never musical. I was part of the choral verse in primary school, and I think nemang tirala favor because it was I was active. I participated in anything cultural and artistic. However, though, the older I grow, because my mom and my grandmother are the singers in the family, and I mean by singers, in the choir at church, but now that I don't know if they're softening up to me, or if they are now, apparently I can sing. No, we're not gonna go there.
I was so close.
We're not going there. So
Yeah, I mean, I grew up in a musical home. Not that anyone was a singer or a musician, but my mom played music for the longest time, and I think that's what influenced me into being a musical person. I mean, I write songs when maybe not for commercial selling, but I do write songs as a form of like therapy and self-healing, and I do record songs, and I mean, I am a musical theater performer. You know, that was my breakthrough with Sihle in The Color Purple. So yes, I would say I'm definitely musical, and it was nice to be able to inject that into a Soweto Love Story.
Well, everybody wore the musical thing well, and I'm so glad that you carried it even through your real lives. Let's switch it up.
Yes.
Let's talk about the heart. Let's talk about the love. Okay. And one thing that I've noticed is a recurring theme throughout the film is that, you know, there are people who are competing for a particular kind of love, but also love seems to have a particular look, and we wanted to look a certain way. Someone wanted to have a list. Another person didn't look a certain way. Another person wanted their child to have a certain type of love. Do you still feel that love should look a certain type of way, or is it about feelings and feelings only?
It depends how old you are.
Oh no!
You know, the older you get, it's not about feelings. You know, we are constantly thinking back to where we come from, you know, what we went through. So you use your mind more than you use your heart. And I'm not saying sometimes we don't fall in love blindly. We do, as you know, the older ones, but the wiser ones.
Yeah.
But I still feel I wish I was still young, you know, where I could just fall in love. And not even think about, you know, because I think it's also nice.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, y'all want to feel or y'all want to think about love?
I think for me, love, at the center of love is an action word, right? It's a verb. It's a doing. Like if you love, show, do. But also for me, at the center of love is servanthood. And so, should it look a particular way? Should there be a list? I think all of those things are byproducts if you find someone that understands the ethos of your love. So if I'm saying for me love is servanthood and it's action, whether you look like this or like that, that's a byproduct, right? Because we like, yeah, the look,
Okay, we'll hold you to that. Okay. What about you? Does it look?
I mean, I would say both, you know. And to be honest, from my experiences of romantic relationships and love in that context, I've learned that you should have a list. You should have certain expectations, and you should have boundaries, you know. But the goal is to experience something unconditional and true and genuine, and for me, love is just being able to be vulnerable with someone, and for someone to be able to hold space for you, to acknowledge you, to be seen, really seen by someone.
Well, I have to say, you guys looked great in the Soweto Love Story, and I'm hoping that people will watch it on the 14th, and I'll watch it on the 15th and the 16th, and so on and so forth. Yes. You guys were lovely and are still beautiful queens. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Lovely okay.
You were amazing.
Thank you so much. This was lovely. After waiting the whole day, I'm glad that it's happened, and I hope I can pour into you more and more and more after this. Thank you. Are we good? Okay, great.
I would like to introduce you to the future, Mrs. Gube. No thanks to you guys. So let's formula sokuthi lo shada kuqala uzothola umuzi. Angithi sakho?
Oh yes, still on the table.
Sandile akekho serious. I mean, he's doing yonke lento lena just because he wants the house.
Great ma, book retention, book. Great.
Oh, sebenza imfihlakalweni.
I'm looking for someone stable and responsible. Very responsible. For a throuple.
Sorry?
Sandman.
And when Uban.
Projects.
Projects abakhuluma nama-artist. Relax.
Mama, vele utlaba shapo with a gay marriage.
Hi, Wena. I'm not gay.
It's okay. It's okay to be gay.
Was loco, but I'm not gay.
Did you shoot?
No.
Right. What's this?
You telling me you forgot that I'm allergic to roses?
I have a checklist of what I'm looking for. Does that bother you?
No. So do I.
I'm getting married.
Jehovah, sebenza imfihlakalweni.
Cheers, guys.
I'm gonna sing you a
Fine, it's fine. We can meet just to talk.